if you do anything, you're not held to account for it. Right?
There's a prophetic tradition that says, من حج ولم يرفث ولم يفسق ولم يفعل خرج بيوم القوم.
Yeah, it is. رجع
بيوم القوم.
We mentioned this already. That this is the Hajj is one of the rewards of Hajj. He was just reminding us of this hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever goes and makes Hajj without, doing any sinful acts or speaking in any sinful fashion, then he returns, if he's done all the right completely, he returns like the day on which he was born. That is free from sin, like the day on which he was born. But we said that this Hajj, which is what they call Hajj Mabrur, the Hajj which has been accepted by Allah, and the Prophet ﷺ said that the only reward for the Hajj Mabrur is Jannah. That's a person who makes that kind of Hajj will get tired of it. It's guaranteed. This is hadith, sahih, authentic hadith. So this is something worth striving for. But there are signs. There are signs which let us know to what degree our Hajj was accepted. One of the major signs we said was that the individual, his life changes. He doesn't come back from Hajj doing the same things he was doing before Hajj or Umrah. If he returns to doing the same thing he was doing before Hajj or Umrah, this is one of the signs to let him know that his Hajj was not accepted. Because that accepted Hajj is one in which one has done the Hajj purely from his heart, sincerely. And if one has sincerely asked Allah's forgiveness all the way through the Hajj, etc., this must have an effect on him, on his action. He's not going to come back, and as soon as he comes back, he's back to doing all the things, forbidden things that he was doing before Hajj. All of it. This is letting us know. This is why it says, for example, with Salah. Allah Ta'ala gives us a criterion to let us know what Salah is acceptable to Him. What Salah is the Salah which is desired. When He said that, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنْكَرِ, that Salah prevents fahsha, which is, evil speech, cursing, talking about filthy things, wal-munkar, and evil deeds, watching dirty movies, touching women who should not be touching, all kinds of evil deeds. Salah, Allah says, stop that. That's what Salah is supposed to do. So if we find that we're making Salah, but yet we continue to speak truth and do evil actions, then this is letting us know that this Salah that we're performing is just a empty ritual. It's not sincere, it's not from our heart.
Also during Hajj, it said that one should not put his hair, or one should not his not him and should not get an animal.
Yeah, we mentioned before about a person should not deliberately pluck out hair out of his head or deliberately pull off hair off his body, right? That doesn't mean you can't scratch yourself. You see, some people have gone to the extreme. They're saying, no, when you get this itch, you shouldn't scratch, don't scratch.
But just smoke on your finger on it like this.
Yeah, but you see, this may not fulfill what you need. If you got an itch here, you rubbing your hand like this is not going to fulfill it. It's just going to be there bothering you. So what is better? Is it better for you to scratch and remove it than for you to be rubbing it, you have to go make salah, and this is there, and you're still rubbing your hand at it? No, you scratch and remove it. If a hair falls, this is not ugly. Same thing they will say, okay, when you take your bath, when you're on Hajj, you shouldn't wash your hair, because whilst washing your hair, some hair may fall. No. These are extreme. Oh, you shouldn't comb your hair, because when you comb your hair, no, these are extreme. These are extreme. Islam doesn't require you to go to those extremes. The point is that you should not deliberately pull hair out of your head or from your body. Nor should you put your fingernails, we mentioned this already amongst the things. These are what they call the forbidden things when one is in a state of ihram.
What kind of Hajj I did? This is the sequence. On the 7th of Dhul-Hijjah, when our ihram in the middle inside, and then we proceed to Makkah, make the tawaf, and then the sa'i, and then we did some part of the hair only, in 3 parts here. Then we continue in the Ihram. And then the 8th of Dhul-Hijjah, we went to Mina and we stayed there. And then the following day we went to Arafat, and then evening in the Muzdalifah, and the following day we saw the stone, do the sacrifice, and then change our clothes. But we did not bring with us animals.
Well, this is a position which is held by a number of the scholars that this what you've done is what they call Hajj Qiran. But really, according to the Sunnah of the Prophet, that form of Hajj was only for those who brought the animals with them.
Yeah, we did not bring the animal with us. We brought the animal there. We slaughter it, we get some part, and we leave the other part.
Well, as I said, this is a position which is held by some of the scholars. By a number of the scholars, they hold it.
This is Quran?
Yes, they call it Hajj Qiran. Hajj and Umrah combined without taking off the Ihram. But, you see, there was no need to do that. Because you could have taken off the Ihram after the Umrah, and your Hajj would be, complete without any question. I mean, there was no necessity for you to have kept on the Ihram, there was no necessity to perform that form of Hajj when you've got the other one, Tamattu, which is the one which the Prophet ﷺ recommended.
Right.
He told, if you read the hadith which described the Hajj of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, what he did was he told his companions, those of you who did not bring the animal with you, after you make the Umrah, take off your Ihram. And he said that if I had known before what I know now, I would have done the same. But he brought the animal with him. So once he had brought the animal with him, then that means he was making Qiran. But the one which he recommended, which was favored, which is the best, obviously the one in the sense of the fact that he was recommended and telling everybody to do it, is the Tamattu. For one who is going to do Umrah along with Hajj.
So I don't have any omission in that.
Not really. Not really, because as I said, this is a position taken, and you did it, based on the information which was given to you. And as I said, it would have been preferable if you had taken the animal with you, and even more preferable, because most of us are not able to take animals with us, preferable to just do Tamattu. Do the Umrah first, come out of Ihram, and then do Hajj.
Yeah, but also the one thing is after we made the Umrah, we just lived 3 years. 1 year, three maybe here, 1 year and here.
Yes, this is, again, as we said, we talked about it before, this clipping, this has become acceptable today, because of the fact that this can be described literally, according to the language, as clipping, but what the intent was, clipping the hair as opposed to shaving, is completely clipping your hair off, like having a complete haircut, either that or shaving. And again, in the case where you're doing it before the Hajj, then it's better not to shave, because you will have some hair to shave after performing the stoning. But it would have been better, and it's just for you now, if you teach other people or you're helping other people, that you let them know that they should clip the hair off. Clipping it.
I did not comb my hair for the last 4 days. They said that it's not comb your hair. Once we make a body kahit in the mikah, no combing of the hair. I let the hair dry like that until we finish the sacrifice the first time that you touch your hair. I think it's very hard.
Well, you see, part of the thing is that, after you made the Umrah, when you clipped your hair, if you had clipped it properly, then you would have had no need to comb it.
Right.
But because of the fact that it wasn't clipped properly, then there was need to comb it, and really, there is no harm in combing it. But of course, when you comb it gently. You don't just drag, because when you pull the comb through, or you get a fine-tooth comb and you pull it through there, hair is coming out. So if you know that this is deliberately going to do it, then you shouldn't do it. But you get a large tooth comb, you comb it easily, it's no harm. Any other questions?